Hey everyone! Well, now I'm going to talk about another song, which is I'm Gonna Fly. It is in pure feeling. Well, even though I released this song in my second album, this is the first song I wrote in June 2020, during the mandatory isolation. It was a way to channel a big concern I had since the beginning of 2019, which was, is this the right place to live for me and my family, as we are? Um, Something happened to me that I heard many times had happened to many other people. So this is the story. I was the psychologist of a public rehabilitation center, the oldest of the town, and in 2018, two of my workmates asked me in tears to help them to change the director because they told me he was a thief and a bad person. My experience was the opposite. The director behaved really well as long as I knew, but I trusted my workmates, and in January 2019, me and several of my co-workers voted a new director, a young man sponsored by the accountant of the former mayor of the town, and from that moment on, things began to work worse and worse. This accountant began to hire her family and friends, many of them public employees of the previous administration, who had been fired. And at the same time, the workload of the two workmates who had asked me in tears to vote for the new director increased rapidly. And except for them, our workload and salary dropped. And when we tried to speak to the board of directors, both they and our new co-workers rebuffed us, telling us that if we didn't like it, we should leave. So what's the moral of this story? No matter how hard you try to be the best in what you do, no matter how much you study, no matter how satisfied users are with the service you provide, what guarantees your progress at work is your friendship with managers, your loyalty to managers. Now, is that the way I want things to work? Is it worth fighting for changing that? Well, my old workmates started quitting because they didn't get paid, so I reported the institution to the College of Psychologists, but I realized that if I went ahead with it, the users would be harmed because the rehabilitation center was going to have to close since its facilities were not in order. Instead of it, I started studying English intensely and saving money, and when they stopped paying me, I continued working for my patients for free in my own office, while I worked in other places as well. I thought, I'm gonna fly. This is only a small part of the world, and not everything is like that. My wife and I don't approve of this, so why stay, right? So now I am in that process, working part-time, saving money and studying programming. I know a better life is waiting for us. So this is the story, and this is what is happening right now. I am really happy with the decision I made, and I hope everything go well from now on. So thank you for listening, and tell me what do you think about it. See you in the next song lyrics explanation. Goodbye.